Hello friends. So today we are going to see chapter 3 in group theory, and today we are going to see finite groups, and in finite groups today we are going to see order of a group and order of an element in a group. So let us begin. What is order of a group? Order of a group is the number of elements in that group, and it is denoted by this symbol, two vertical lines, and G is denoted like this, order of G. So we have already seen in our first chapter the group of symmetries of a square, and there we have seen there were 8 symmetries. So and that was a dihedral group. So the order of that dihedral group is 8. And this is another example here, u10. So you already know that un is the number of positive integers which are less than n and relatively prime to n. So here n is 10. So what will be the values in u10? u10 will have these 4 values, 1379. You can easily check 1379. These all 4 positive integers, they are less than 10 and relatively prime to 10. So order of this group U10 will be order of this set, and this set has 4 elements. So order of U10 is 4. So this is how you tell the order of a group. This is nothing but the number of elements in that group. Now finding order of an element in a group. The order of an element A in a group G is the least positive integer n such that a to the power n is E, is the identity of that group. So n is the least positive integer such that a to the power n is giving you the identity. Then that n is called the order of that element. And if no such n exists, then we say that A has infinite order. And this is the notation of like we were representing the order of a group. Similarly, we are representing by the same symbol order of an element. Element is denoted by small g here. Let us see this example. Here we are considering u15. So u15 will have these integers. They are less than 15 and relatively prime to 15. So they are 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 11, 13 and 14. So order of u15 is 8. They are 8 in number. So order of u15 is 8. And we already know that un is a group under the binary operation multiplication modulo n. So here n is 15. So this is a group under multiplication modulo 15. Now we have to find order of 7 in this group. So 7 is an element in this group. We have to find the order of this number 7 here. So order means the positive integer n such that a to the power n is giving you the identity, the least positive integer n. So we are going to calculate the power of 7 until we get the identity, and identity of this group is 1. So 7. So first of all, let us check. 7 to the power 1 is 7. 7 to the power 2 is 7 into 7, that is 49, and under modulo 15 that will be 4. Modulo 15 means you are dividing this number by 15 and then you are keeping the remainder here. So 15 3 is 45 and 49 minus 45 is 4. So remainder is 4. So 49 under modulo 15 is giving you 4. So 7 square is 4. Now, this is not equal to 1 because we have to check that this number should be 1. After calculation, you should get 1. And until you get 1, you have to do this calculation. So 7 square is not giving you 1. So we have to check 7 cube. So 7 cube is 7 into 7 square, and 7 square has value 4. So I'm writing here as 7 into 4. So 7 into 4 is 28, and 28 under modulo 15 is 13. Now, so this is also not 1. Again, we are going to continue it. 7 to the power 4. 7 to the power 4 is 7 into 7 cube. So 7 cube is 13. So 7 into 13, that is 91. And 91 under modulo 15 is giving you 1. So here you got identity. 7 to the power 4 is giving you 1 under modulo 15. That means order of 7 is 4. So this is how we find order of an element in a group. Now let us see what is the order of 11 in this group. So again we are going to do that calculation. So first 11 to the power 1 is 11, 11 square is 121, and 121 under modulo 15 is 1. So here power 2 is giving you 1, that means order of 11 is 2. Now let us find the order of 13. So 13 to the power 1 is 13, and 13 can be written as minus 2 under modulo 15, because 13 minus 15 is minus 2. So I can say that 13 is congruent to minus 2 under modulo 15. Now 13 square is 13 into 13, and 13 is equivalent to minus 2 here. So I can write 13 square as 2 into 2, that is minus 2 into minus 2, which is giving you 4. So 13 square is 4 under modulo 15, and 13 cube is 13 into 13 square. So minus 2 into 4, that is giving you minus 8, and minus 8 under modulo 15 is 7. 15 minus 8 is giving you 7. So this is 7. So this is not identity, this is not 1. So let us proceed further. 13 to the power 4 is 13 into 13 cube, and your 13, that will be your 4 into 4. So because your 13 to the power 4 can be written as 13 square into 13 square, and 13 square is 4. So 4 into 4 is 16, and 16 under modulo 15 is giving you 1. So we have arrived at identity here. That means order of 13 is 4. Now consider another group. Here we are taking Z10. So Z10 has elements 0 to n minus 1, that is 9. So 0 to 9. So order of Z10 is 10, because they are 10 in number. So order of Z10 is 10. And you know that in Zn, the binary operation is addition modulo n. So here operation is addition modulo n. So if the operation is addition modulo n, then power of any element in the group means you are adding that number that much time. So let us see. We have to find order of 0. So order of here, one more thing here, we can easily see that identity is 0, because this is a group under addition modulo 10. So you will be having additive identity here, and additive identity is 0. So order of 0, first of all, order of 0 will be 0 to the power 1 is 0. So therefore order of 0 is 1. Now order of 1. So 1 to the power 1 is 1. 1 square is 1 plus 1. We are 1 square means adding 1 2 times. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Now 1 cube is adding 1 3 times. So this is giving you 3. So 1 to the power 10 will give you adding 1 10 times. So that is 10, and which is 0 under modulo 10. Therefore order of 1 is 10. Now what is order of 7? Now, order of 7 is calculated here. 7 to the power 1 is 7, and that is congruent to minus 3 modulo 10. 7 square will be adding 7 2 times. So 7 plus 7, that means minus 3 plus minus 3. So that will be minus 6, and minus 6 is congruent to 4 modulo 10. 7 cube is 7 plus 7 is square. So minus 3 plus 4, that is 1 modulo 10. Now 7 to the power 4 will be 7 cube plus 7, and 7 cube is 1. So 1 plus 7, which is 8. Now 7 to the power 5. So we are going to continue until we get the additive identity, and additive identity is 0. So we are checking that thing. So here we did not get the 0. Now 7 to the power 5 is 7 plus 8. We can write 7 to the power 5 as 7 plus 7 to the power 4, and 7 to the power 4 is 8. So this is 15, and 15 is congruent to 5 modulo 10. 7 to the power 6 means 7 plus 7 to the power 5. So this is 7 plus 5, and this is congruent to 2 modulo 10. So this is not 0. Again continuing, 7 to the power 7 is giving you 9. 7 to the power 8 is giving you 7 plus 9, that is 16, and 16 under modulo 10 is 6. Again next step is 7 to the power 9. 7 to the power 9 is 7 plus 7 to the power 8. So 7 to the power 8 is 6. So this is 7 plus 6. This is your 13, and this is equal to 3 modulo 10. 7 to the power 10 is 7 plus 7 to the power 9, and 7 to the power 9 is 3. So this is 7 plus 3, and 7 plus 3 is 10, and 10 under modulo 10 gives you 0. So here we arrived at the additive identity. That means 7 to the power 10 is giving you 0 under modulo 10, and hence order of 7 is 10. So this is how we find the order of an element in a group. So we, in this lecture we have seen how to find order of an element in a group. So that is the least positive integer n such that a to the power n is giving you the identity. When the group is under addition, then we are going to check the additive identity, and when your group has binary operation as multiplication, then you will check for the multiplicative identity. So as we have seen the two cases here, in un u15, the multiplication modulo 15, this was the binary operation, so we were checking the value 1 here, the multiplicative identity which is 1 here. But in z10, the this is a group under addition modulo 10, so here the identity will be additive identity, and which is 0. So we were looking for 0. So until we get 0, we were calculating the different powers of 7 to find the order of 7. So this is how we find order of an element in a group. So this is the reference for this lecture. We have seen chapter 3 from this Contemporary Abstract Algebra by Joseph A. Kaelian. So in our next lecture, we are going to see some more examples, and we are going to define subgroups and some results based on subgroups.